Hey all, Heber here. So today is actually quite an serious video here because I have noticed a trend in the game that I don't like, and I think we'll have to call it out before it gets too bad. I think it's especially bad in this round of Azure lane commanders, and I'll get into the details, because what we don't need any more of in this game is damage buffs. And that doesn't matter if it's to battleships, their accuracy or their damage, it doesn't matter at all. Or if it's to AT spamming cruisers, also we have enough of that, we don't need more of that. Could also be torpedo damage and all that stuff. So let's just have a look at what I mean here. Like New Jersey, we'll get back to her. Silly commander, and the ship itself is even sillier, and I'll show you later. Chapayev is also as a premium ship, and we'll deal with this one first. So the stock Chapayev was nerfed a long time ago. I believe it had just 30mm bow armor removed, which is fair enough. So it's actually quite a balanced ship now, I think. It's not too powerful, although it's a nasty HE spammer, but you know, it's quite easily, well, not easily, but you can deal with it. But what is going to arrive in the game on Monday is sort of a buffed Chapayev, and at first glance it might not seem buffed. You see here, AC shell maximum damage increased by 500. That's a lot. You're not going to get any fires, lower down from 12 to 5, and your AP is also reduced, but who cares about that? Look at that HE shell upgrade there. That's 500 per shell. And this thing deals out a lot of shells, and it has a fast reload of about 6 seconds. So this looks to me like pretty much another Weimar, but you have to, you know, do a little work to actually make it, you know, perform. So because the premium ship already cuts your fire chance by a lot, you might as well go all in on equilibrium of power here to up your penetration of your HE shells. And that's a good thing with this ship here, because you are doing 500 damage more per shell. Remember that. You get like a minus 10% on your HE shells damage here, but in the end you're still going to do a lot more damage. But you're not going to get any fires, obviously. Also, if you pick this perk, you're pretty much down to nothing. So this is like the stock Chapayev with that build, not the EOP one, I'll show you that later. So add another 500 to this, and that's 2,900. Of course with pretty much zero fire chance, but who needs fire chance with that kind of HE performance? So doing this puts Chapayev pretty much up in the SUZUYA area here, except Chapayev has 2 seconds faster reload. I know SUZUYA has a few extra guns, but with that HE penetration that Chapayev will have access to, it's going to be a nasty ship. So choose the equilibrium of power perk, and you're down to about 2200. But remember, you add 500 on top of this, and then subtract 10% or something like that, meaning that you'll be around 2500 HE shell damage with the improved penetration, and you still have a very fast reload. So I think this ship is going to be a menace because it doesn't rely on fires, it just relies on HE damage, and there's really no defense against that. So the next commander here is even worse. That's New Jersey, and she pretty much makes every other American battleship commander like trash. Why would you pick any other commander than New Jersey for your American battleships? Extra 5% damage when you shoot from more than 10 kilometers, and let's face it, battleships do that quite a bit. And then if that's not enough, you increase the citadel damage by 15%. Yikes. And you up the dispersion by 7%. So if you get a citadel with this commander here, you are effectively upping your damage, your citadel damage, by 20%. And considering if you hit the battleship from more than 10 kilometers out, which there's every chance you will be doing, 20% with no downside. What? So if the commander isn't bad enough, have a look at this premium Azure lane New Jersey ship here. I mean, this is just outrageous, and this is definitely pay to win. They're not even trying to hide it. Main battery range increased by 300 meters. Improved Sigma. This is huge. 1.8 to 1.9. Yikes. Improved AP and HE shell velocity, that's also a big one. Oh, like, I don't know. I think this ship is going to be the best American battleship at tier 7. You lose a little bit of health, who cares? You have access to, you know, skill to rebuild, and you get a whopping 1 second slower reload. I mean, seriously? So, the New Jersey Azure Lane Commander, she's just flat out a better commander. There's really nothing else to say about that. And the Azure Lane New Jersey ship itself, it's just a better Iowa, or a better Missouri, or a better... Yeah, it's just a better battleship, and there's not really much else to say about that. So if you buy those two, you're going to perform better. And yeah, I mean, it's probably one of the best examples of pay to win in this game here. So if you look at these commanders and put up here, they have pretty... I mean, they have powerful base traits, but they also have like a negative side. Like we had a Zuma before that takes a little bit of your dispersion off, and here the incoming damage is up by 10%. And I don't mind damage buffs so much, but they have to come with downsides, and I like them to be a little bit more situational than just saying, oh, this commander or this ship will give you more damage. Because I don't think ships doing more damage means that we're going to get better gameplay in the game. I think pretty much the opposite. For example, also Nelson here, yeah, you get more damage, but you're giving up a lot of penetration, and that's fair enough. That's you get something and you lose something. But New Jersey, you just get stuff, and that's it. What we need is not more commanders that gives us more damage, or HE spam, or battleship accuracy, and all that stuff that pretty much everybody hates. What we need is utility. Like we need, for example, Hot Rod here, like radar cooldown time. Yes, that would be excellent. We also need a commander that gives us like a larger radar radius, or sonar for that matter. Ariadne here gives you more torpedo damage if you launch them one by one. I mean, that's a more interesting base perk here. It's not just, oh, you get more torpedo damage. It's actually, you get more torpedo damage if you do this, or if you play a little bit better, or you do something a little bit that takes a little bit more skill, you know. And I like that, and I like those perks. So a Hide here is another example of a good base perk. Like, he gives you something, but he also takes a little bit away, and it makes for more interesting builds that are just not all about damage. I mean, that's what's wrong with PC. Like, every build is damage focused, and every ship pretty much only has one build that works on it, and that is just horrible. And if that's the way Legends is going, we're going to be in deep doo-doo soon. So look at Grimlock here as well, you know. While enhanced secondary targeting is active, that's fair enough. It's not just, oh, better grouping, go out and shoot stuff, right? Like, this is actually, you have to do something for it. So Chapayev's base perk is also interesting, like a better chance of incapacitating enemy ships modules. That's interesting. That would open up for some new builds. Like, that's good base perk. And Neptune's is also decent. I think probably should be 0.5, I think, but still it opens up for, you know, different playstyles, and we need more of that, and we don't need more damage. Now, I shouldn't say boring too much, because then MetaJerk will tease me in the comments, but like, damage builds are boring, and all they do is just make you kill the enemy faster. It doesn't change the gameplay. It doesn't allow you to make up new strategies or tactics, or, you know, invent new ways of like countering the enemy. It's just pretty much get into the best position there is and then shoot at the enemy until they die. I mean, that is terrible gameplay, and if that's the road we're going down, like I said earlier, that is a very bad sign. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I guess we'll find out tomorrow when the commanders come out. So see you out there.